Hey guys, this is Nat from AstroFX and welcome to our YouTube channel. Now this is quite a spontaneous and rare video, and I'm currently joining you from a rooftop here in India, and this is one of the rooftops here in my village. And so you might hear a car horn just like that, you might see a fly land on me, you might hear a tractor or a motorcycle starting, so just bear with me in this video. So the reason for this spontaneous video is whilst I landed, I noticed a mass panic and chaos amongst the whole of India regarding the Indian rupee, which is the currency here. And there's basically been a demonetization in the Indian rupee overnight. And two of the main currencies, the 500 rupee note and the 1000 rupee note, have completely been banned. And there's banks, the banks have just got massive queues outside it. You've got the small businesses were going out of action. You've got people just panicking about what's going on here in India. So I thought, let me try and make a short video. As I've seen other videos, I've seen websites trying to explain it, and it's not the most clear or simple. So it all starts with one man, and that's the Prime Minister here in India, and his name is Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi has been in power for roughly 2 years as the Prime Minister of India. And whilst getting its power, one of the main missions he promised all of the people was to try and stop the corruption in money. He believed that the commissioners, the politicians, the police officers, all these guys were corrupted by money, which I know, I've been in India a lot of times, is very true. He also believed that there's large amounts of money stacked at big businessmen's houses, which is helping them avoid a lot of tax, which is also true. And one of his other things was that he believed that terrorism was being backed heavily by counterfeit money. So everything basically revolves around money. So nobody knew what he was actually going to do. So roughly about, I think it's about 3 months ago, the Prime Minister actually went onto TV and he gave a little warning to the people of India, saying that all the people that are trying to fraud India regarding money, there is such massive crackdown that will be happening soon. Again, not many clues, but he did put it out there as a small clue. So about 3 days before the ban actually happened, one of the notes had actually leaked online, which again did spoil the surprise for a lot of people. But those who did not catch that, on the 8th of November 2016 at 8 PM, Prime Minister Modi went onto TV in an unscheduled, unplanned TV appearance and basically said, your 500 rupee note and your 1000 rupee note are completely worthless. So let me try and show you, because I have them here. So here is the 500 rupee note. Now this is equivalent to roughly $7.4 or £5 77 British pounds. And here is the 1000 rupee note. Now this is roughly $15, which is about £11.55. So he basically went onto TV and said, starting now, they're completely worthless. However, I'm going to give you a few different options in which what you can do with that money. Number one was, he gave 15 days for people to go up to the banks and exchange it for the new currency. Or he gave you 50 days, so a little bit longer, for you to go and deposit that money in your bank. So those two options were available, and the only thing that you could do was actually hand it at a petrol pump. So the 15 days have passed now, because I've been here for about a week or so. And also petrol pumps about 2 days ago stopped accepting the money. So the only thing you can actually do is actually go and deposit that money in your bank account. And those notes have been replaced by these. So this is the new 500 rupee note, which is quite hard to get hold of, and actually had to pull a few favors to get this for this video. And this is the popular, so the 1000 note has been completely replaced with a 2000 rupee note. So they're the old notes and they are the new notes. Now, when he actually made this announcement at 8 PM, the next few days were absolute madness, because you had the wealthiest people in the entire country needing to do something with all that money stacked at their house, because unless they could prove how they got it, they were in a little bit of trouble. So what actually happened was a mass buying madness. The next day you had gold, you had land, you had luxury cars, you even had iPhones completely just being bought and mass sold out everywhere, because people weren't bothered about paying twice the original value for it, because otherwise all that money at the house is going to completely go to waste in roughly 50 days. So the next day gold was just flying through the roof, the price was spiking, and people were actually just just getting rid of much money as they could of the old currency. However, Prime Minister Modi and that party actually did make an announcement again saying that they've actually noticed what people are doing, and there's only a certain amount of gold you're allowed to buy, and all of these purchases which people are making, they will have to prove how they made that purchase. So this crackdown is big. So that's the impact in which it had on the wealthy elite of the country. And now regarding the poor, which is a large majority of India, unfortunately it did not have very good results, because firstly, a lot of people here do not have TV or have radio. So firstly, they weren't even advised of what was going to happen. So you had a lot of people, that were hoping to pay for hospital bills and other things using the old currency, which no one is actually taking right now. And I believe even 70 deaths happened just by waiting in queues at the banks. And there's been a lot of things happening which are not very good for the poor right now, but overall I do believe it's going to be good for the economy. And just to show you the impact that it's actually had on the economy, the money in circulation here in India is around 16.42 trillion rupees. 16 trillion rupees is in circulation here in India. That's equivalent to 240 billion US dollars. 240 billion US dollars. And out of that, 86% were the old 500 rupee note and old 1000 rupee note. So imagine 86% of the notes in India basically becoming worthless. It's a massive move what's happened, and this on the actual currency markets, if I'll hopefully pull up a chart right now, it's actually made a massive fall with the Indian rupee against the USD, and made lows of 68.43. However, I do believe that this fall should only hopefully last about 2 months with this negative effect, because after that, this move of replacing the old currency with the new currency, even though it's tough and there's a lot of people here in India that do not agree with it, I do believe that overall it should hopefully help balance out the economy. Of course, it's going to hopefully bring down lower tax because of the amount of money that will hopefully be depositing in banks, and also you will have more GDP, gross domestic product, coming out of India. There's a lot of benefits of this move by Prime Minister Modi. So the last date is December the 30th, in which people can actually try and actually hand in or deposit their old money. It's crazy what's happening right now, and it's very interesting, and it's all over the news, and I thought I'd make a little video to explain what's going on. So my views are, from speaking to some of the poor from my village and also speaking to some of my wealthy friends, that it is overall good move, and it had to actually take that surprise by Prime Minister Modi to catch the people that are corrupted by money off guard. However, it's going to be about 2-3 months until the new notes are completely in circulation, as a lot of the ATMs and banks are running out of money. So it's quite a tough decision, but it's very interesting. So hope you guys found that quite informative, and I'll try and keep you posted, or check it out for yourselves online and see what's happening with the Indian rupee and the demonetization here in India. Thank you.